points for a reason.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they're just giving them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. And Wall, here we go now. Got it for his fourth field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Houston in the lead. Scott dishes to Chalmers. They set the pick. Expanding his range. Scott can't get it to go. Washington shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
We've seen John Wall handling his business. 15 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shot. I'm insane. I need a shrink. I love and I need a leech. Why complain on easy streets? I don't even talk to the visa speak. And I like my Sprite needs to be. And I respect your pocket.
That's good from Wall. Booker, he's checked in for Houston. Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for the Wizards.
Red light, stop your rumors. I stay on track like a box of Pumas. I just rock for Junior. I am a little big cause we take it in.
And so John Wall nails both of them. Houston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Houston moving the ball around. Feeds to Scott. For the 3. Rejected by Wall. And now Wall running the floor all by himself.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And stolen by Scott. He dishes it to Capella. It's stolen by Wall. And the foul called on 3. That is his first foul of the game. Houston making some changes. Ejuan Moore is checked in for Ariza. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Scott. And a switcher also for Washington. Gortat's checked in. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Rockets lead by 4. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
All right, Kevin, thank you. I'm here with John Wall. And, John, when you're hitting your jumpers early and force that defense to guard you,
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. We're being unselfish with the ball, and it's working. All the scoring opportunities have been coming because of the passing on that end of the floor, and I want to see that continue. Our offense in the paint was a positive. Our entry passes were sharp, and you showed off some excellent post moves. Really nice footwork down there. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. but somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2. Scotty's checked in for Mario Chalmers. And then for Washington, Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. And Villanueva subbed in for Markieff Morris. Taking a look at the Wizards. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Charlie Villanueva out there with Jared Dudley. Then it's Nene in at the 5, roaming the paint. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Houston.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
It's Ariza on the wing. Beasley sets a screen for Ariza. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Dudley. That's his 3rd foul of the game. It's Ariza on the wing. Beasley the screen. The kick out to Scott. Trying his luck deep. And the rebound goes to Nene. Nene's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Villanueva with a screen on Scott. No one near Wall as he lets it go. That one wide left. It's Ariza on the wing. Back to Harden. 3-pointer. And that one's good. Harden's got 9 points.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that.
And Wall kicks to Beal. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Howard setting the pick for Ariza. Here's Harden on the wing. Left side Ariza shoots the 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Nene's got 4 rebounds in this game.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Villanueva, and he hits it to tie the game up.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
The baseline jam. No good. And it's Washington the other way. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And the Rockets making a change here. Capella's checked in. Rockets have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Over in the corner, Dudley, wide open. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there. Here's Scott, 11 points in the game. He kicks it to Capella. Here's Harden. The teardrop falls in. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Nene, the screen. Here's Lampley. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Rockets have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Scott kicks to Capella. Beasley against Villanueva. And he gets the bucket. Now it's a 4-point Rocket lead.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Here's Lampley. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. 7 points in the game.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Dudley against Beasley. Rocket 6. Pass to Howard. Houston needs to get a shot. And the basket by Harden.
Nice stroke from long range. And if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Harden against Wall. Out to the right wing. Nice ball movement by Washington. That's good. Here's Scott. He's got 11. The feed to Beasley. The dish now to Capella. Scott kicks to Harden. To the inside. It's tipped. Stolen by Nene. Here's Wall. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the middle. Here's Howard. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Wizards trail by 5. So for the Rockets, Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Howard. E'Twaun Moore comes in for Michael Beasley. Both teams making substitutions here. 9 seconds left in the 4th. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Scott in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, if you love great competition and neck-to-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. Tip-off goes to Houston. And so it's Washington who scraped by with the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
Yeah, when adversity was at its greatest, they came up big. They seemed to relax a little bit once we got into overtime.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over.
Well, first off, John, congratulations on this win. Is the type of tandem that we're seeing with you and Bradley Beal and the performance you had here tonight hinting that this may just be the best backcourt in the league?
I'm not going to say we had the best backcourt in the league, but we're going to be a talented backcourt for years to come with.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the John Wall. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave. And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Houston Rockets. Looking at Houston, they'd like to play well to start this season's series. They haven't forgotten how this team knocked them out in the first round last season. Well, as we know, the value of great outside shooting perhaps never higher than it is right now. Kenny, in your mind, who are the premier shooters in the game?
I'll tell you, it's obvious that the Splash Brothers, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, top two guys shooting the basketball. Kyle Korver's right up there. An undervalued, underrated shooter, Carmelo Anthony.
Stop it. You name Carmelo before you name Dirk Nowitzki, before you name Damian Lillard, before you name Kevin Durant. I'll even put Jose Calderon.
Oh, you're kidding me. Over
Carmelo? Yes, all day, every day.
Carmelo?
Yes.
Give me a shooting.
Yo, Freak, what's up? What's up, man? Good. How's the family? CC good? Yeah, she's good. They're all good. Nice knowing you have family to have your back all the time. For sure. Got to keep the support system in place. Makes a big difference over a long season. Good luck tonight, man. Thanks, man. Hey, you know we're taking this one, right? Not a chance, Freak.
We've got basketball at Oracle Arena, the home of the Warriors in Oakland, California. Live on 2K Sports. First game back in Golden State for the Warriors. They're ready to play. A great start to the season for them, notching 3 wins to tip it off.
Kevin, this is a really good chance for this team to establish some home court dominance with this long homestand in front of them.
A great chance for them to add a whole lot of double.
Então já que me deixou por aqui, aprendi a viver pouco sozinho. Mas o que eu posso fazer, fia, se eu gosto da boemia. Essa noite pra mim é dia, mas posso mudar. Mas como isso é questão de tempo, então isso nem tenho muito, nem curto. Fica de canto, eu prefiro.
Here's Scott. 11 points for him in that last game against Washington. So on the floor for Houston. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Then there's Scott. Then there's Howard. And it's Capella in at the 4 slot.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Curry dishes to Green. Green with a screen for Curry. The pass to Barnes. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Warriors called. Oracle Arena, let's keep it going for your Warriors girls.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. In second, the Rockets.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to it.
Curry against Ariza. Poked away. 5 on the clock. doubled by Scott. Here's Curry with the three. Good D by Ariza.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face. And how about the grasp they had on the game plan for this one?
You know, I know it's early, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something dramatically changes and fast.
Curry passes to Green. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
A chance here to check out how the Rockets ranked in the NBA last season. Second in second chance points. Sixth in rebounding. And they were one of the top 10 teams in the league at scoring points off turnovers. I'd call them a very opportunistic team.
And just go revisit those numbers in terms of second chance points. That was elite. And they weren't shy about sticking their nose in there and going after the ball.
He misses the free throw. Booker, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. And he's good on the second. Houston leading by 10. Inside. And that one is hammered home.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Ezeli kicks to Green. Dishes to Ezeli. The rebound by Harden. Houston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Ariza outside. Capella dishes to Ariza. Beyond the arc. And another three for Houston.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
That one goes. Count it. 6 points for Barnes.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
He's up top. He's coming off a 13-point game against Washington.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev. And that also was a factor.
And it's good. And that's now 11 points for James Harden.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Curry against Ariza. Curry passes to Ezeli. Livingston kicks to Green. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Green's got 5 points so far.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Warriors trail by 15. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Rockets coach had some advice for the team. patience and teamwork. Those were the messages. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. There's the pick. They double in with Freak. Curry against Ariza. Curry kicks to Ezeli, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Leaves the dishes to Scott. Ariza has the open look. And again, the Rockets good for two.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
That's a blocking foul, and he'll shoot free throws.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Patrick Beverley. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged 10 points per game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Livingston hits both of them. Rockets leading by 13. And here's Beverley. 11 points last game. Ariza kicks to Booker. Shoots. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the wide open shot from Green. Off target with his 3.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Scott, good.
And really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get to the shooters. It's imperative that they get a hand up.
Curry kicks to Livingston. No luck. So Houston will take it the other way. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
In the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, you know, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Yeah, that's a good call, Greg. I mean, there was a little bit of a letdown for them in OT, and that can happen after you expend so much energy just to force the overtime.
In the corner, it's McLemore. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. McLemore's got his first points of the night. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Move the ball. Stick it to my...
Beverley with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Houston. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Warriors trail by 17. Curry passes to Green. McLemore dishes to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. McLemore, no good. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Sade, I like that, Greg.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gonna be upset if she gets thrown to the left.
Rockets have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
Curry with the shot, big with the salt, Chef Curry with the pop, boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, who the is, boy? OVO, man, we really with what? Yeah, really with I should probably sign a head, boy, cause I
both free throws good from Booker.
Thought that Drake, you gotta chill.
15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Up top, Curry, defended by Beverly. Puts it up from 12, and it falls over the rim and in. Curry's got his second basket of the game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range, he told us about his comfort stretching the floor. I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry, and tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely...
Green comes in for Anderson Varejao. And Steph Curry subbed in for Klay Thompson. Houston also making some changes. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Beasley. Chalmers comes in for Ejuan Moore. And it's Scott in for Patrick Beverley. Taking a look at the Rockets. Scott is in at the point. Trevor Ariza up there with Harden. Then there's Chalmers. And it's Howard in at the center position.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either.
Kevin and Greg, I tell you what, safe to say that was a good-looking play from start to finish.
3 on the clock, and here's Harden for 3. The Rockets again can't hit. Warriors trail by 20. Curry with it, and it's Howard picking him up. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Livingston. And that's now 6 points for Steph Curry. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And they call the 8-second violation.